Hello Rocket Troops and welcome back to the HQ. Admin Shay here with yet another UU battle, this time against exclamation point Lucky? AKA Tapayu from our Twitch stream. If you've not checked out our Twitch stream yet, why not? What are you doing? There's so much cool stuff there. Give us a follow down below on Twitch, that way you'll be notified the next time we go live. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitch, so that way you can see all of our videos that we post every single day, and also be notified whenever we go live on Twitch. So give us a like also on this video. If I get 15 likes, I will upload a second video of the day. And I'm trying to think of cool other things I can maybe give away or do as a result of people giving likes. So make sure you leave a comment down below if you can and tell me maybe what I can do. Maybe I could like give away this whole team. Maybe if I get enough likes, I can do like a raffle type thing. That'd be kind of cool. So let me go ahead and talk a little bit about what I'm doing here with UU. And also talk about these teams a little bit, and we'll jump into the battles. So people are asking me like, what are you doing playing UU? Most people play OU, most people play VGC, but UU is really cool. I want to get down to the lower tiers as well. I just think it's really awesome because a lot of the time, like, you can use the most like powerful Pokemon, but at the same time, I think it's really interesting to use the other kind of Pokemon that are in the game. That's why they're in the game, to use, to have fun with, to experiment with their abilities, all that good stuff. So that is why I'm playing UU. On the stream, I do take OU, UU, and VGC battles. So, like I said, I'm trying to get into lower tiers, but for now, this is what I'm doing, and this is my team. So let me talk about it for a quick, hot second, and then I'll talk about Lucky's team, and then we'll jump into the battle. So, of course I have the Glade. Of course, this has been in my last video as well. Assault Vest Glade, very powerful. I'm not going to talk much about that because it is in my previous video. Please check that out. Also, I have my Melodic. Again, I talked about that in my earlier video, but it is just a hardcore, bold, defensive wall that can just take hits for days. That I was hoping could do a decent amount of work to Lucky's team if I got the opportunity. There are a couple things that are problematic, though. I really was focusing with the Melodic, hopefully to burn the Machamp with the Scald, and also try to hit that Golurk pretty hard, too. So that was kind of my idea with Melodic whenever I first saw the team preview. But Melodic has served me very well in the past, so I decided to bring it again, obviously, for my team. Crobat. Now, Crobat was going to do some decent work this battle from what I could tell at the beginning. He has the Excelgor, he has the Machamp, he has the giant Tangrowth, that's it. So I can actually do a decent amount of work Brave Birding, and also my Crobat is more supportive and it has Super Fang, so I'll be able to whittle down stuff that normally I wouldn't be able to. So in addition to that, I have the nice and powerful Darmanitan, that darn Manitan. And he's going to be doing some work as well, hopefully, to Lucky's team. It was going to do some work, most likely, in my mind, definitely to the Klefki, definitely to the Tangrowth, and the Excelgor as well. So, looking at it at first, I definitely thought I had a really good matchup, but Lucky's was a very good player, and props to Tapayu for being able to bring it this battle. So, moving on, I have my Hydreigon, which was, you know, going to do hopefully some damage this battle whenever I first saw his team preview. There is the Rotom sitting over there, and there's also the Golurk that I was hoping to do some work with the Dark Pulse. And then last but absolutely not least, I have my mascot Pokemon. I have that nice powerful Dusclops sitting there that is my trademark. It carries Curse and Pain Split, and a couple other moves that were going to be helpful in this battle. Really just out there with Eviolite trying to like soak up hits and not really take too much damage while whittling down their Pokemon with Curse and getting some health back with Pain Split. So that is the idea behind my team. This is my team. Let me know what you think about my team down below. If I could change anything, if you think my team's garbage, tell me. I want you to tell me. So let's talk about Lucky's team and let's jump into the battle. So Lucky's team is decently powerful. From what I can tell, did a very good job trying to kind of divide the power between physical and special attackers. As you can see there, there's the Rotom, and a couple things that were going to give me just problems straight up anyway. So there's the Tangrowth, which, like I said, wouldn't be too much of a problem, but I really need to watch this battle, because if I'm able to lose members of my team that are very important, aka Melodic or Darmanitan, also the Crobat, I could be in some deep doo-doo with that Tangrowth, so that was something I definitely wanted to watch out for. Also, the Excelgor is a humongous threat for my Hydreigon, so I had to watch that as well. But mostly those really powerful physical attackers I'm not too used to seeing. I am new to the UU tier, trying to learn more, trying to get better. There's the Machamp and the Golurk, obviously, that I don't see too much. I need to play more on Showdown probably to get more acquainted. But yeah, so that's Lucky's team. Decently powerful. I saw the Klefki, I'm like, he's going to leave Klefki. I know it. I hate it. Please don't. But Yeah, let's just jump in this battle. Let's just jump in. Let's just do it. Okay, so everyone, make sure, like I said, to give this video a like if you could. Subscribe to us also on YouTube. We're at 171 subs. We're trying to get to 200 by the end of this month. So thank you for your support thus far, and stay tuned. So he actually leads off with the Rotom, and I'm just like, where's Klefki? Is this like a Zoroark trick? But he doesn't have Zoroark, so obviously it's not. So, it is a trick, actually. So, the Rotom actually uses Trick, and goes ahead and takes away my Assault Vest from my Glade, which is somewhat problematic. But I just go ahead and I just turn around, and my original plan was just go for Knockoff. So I hit that Rotom with Knockoff. It's super effective, obviously, because the Ghost typing and all that good stuff, and I'm able to OHKO it, which is bittersweet because now my Assault Vest is gone. So, seeing as how that I am Scarfed now, I am just going to go for the Knockoff again, just on whatever he brings in, because Glade, I don't have speed investment in this Glade because it is like more defensive, but at the same time my base speed is decently high, so with a Scarf I could outspeed probably whatever else he has on his team, to be perfectly honest, except that Excelgor. So I hit it with the Knockoff, and I know I'm not going to be doing much more, so I go ahead and switch in Crobat because this is one of the only pokes that is going to be able to take this Tangrowth out pretty quickly, so that's the idea there. The Tangrowth goes for the Infestation to lock me in here, which is not a bad plan. It's whittling me down slightly. I do carry Roost on this Crobat, but normally definitely not a bad idea, especially because he was probably going for it for something else possibly. So he just goes ahead and goes for the Protect, which is interesting, mostly because of the Infestation synergy that could possibly provide. But yeah, so I'm just kind of waiting around, trying to work around these Protects, and I just keep going for Brave Birds, because I know that it's definitely going to whittle this Tangrowth down. I get it. I actually was surprised that I didn't do more damage, to be perfectly honest. But this Tangrowth goes for the Knockoff, which knocks off my Black Sludge, which is somewhat problematic. I am bulkier, so the Black Sludge definitely helps, especially because I'm getting eaten alive by this Infestation. So it goes for another Protect, just whittling me down, which is not bad. I probably could have played it around it slightly differently by sending in something else first. But I thought this was the easiest thing to do, just leaving Crobat in here, because honestly there's not too much he can do to me. So, seeing as how I'm not getting the Black Sludge leftovers or anything like that anymore, I'm just kind of chilling in here, getting infestated, I guess you could say. And I go for the Roost just to get some health back. So now the Klefki's in here, and I go for the Brave Bird. He switches out very cleverly into the Klefki, excuse me. So he doesn't take that much damage at all, which is good for him. And he sets up a Reflect. So now I'm not doing poop damage. So this is where my Crobat switches from going to something like Brave Bird and goes for the supportive Super Fang, which is very nice because I'm able to whittle this thing down. If you don't know how Super Fang works, it just takes their health, cuts it in half, cuts it in half, cuts it in half. So as it moves down, it's actually pretty helpful just to whittle down pokes that would normally be like Klefki and resist and or be able to set up stuff like Reflect. This is where he gets pretty clever and just keeps going for foul plays. And here I'm paralyzed, and this is where I think, you know, I don't want to sack my Crobat this early. It's important. I can't just let it go this quickly. So I decide, I thought maybe that he would predict me switching out, so instead of trying to get haxed on something else, I decided, you know, why not go into my beautiful Ranger, just so that way he wouldn't be able to hax me since I'm already poisoned. And here I just lock myself in to Shadow Sneak, so that way I can try to kill this thing. And seeing as how he is foul playing me, he's doing decent damage, I'm kind of in a weird situation because I am getting the justified boosts, so he's helping me and hurting me a lot. The foul plays are doing a lot of damage, but I'm getting my attack raised. So really, in a way, he's helping me because I'm going to be able to kill with this Shadow Sneak after the Reflect wears off. So that worked out decently well. Kind of, sort of, not really. So the poison is going to take out my Glade this turn. So that is a dead Glade, which is unfortunate because I love my Glade. He does a lot of work. He has done in the past as well. So I'm just going to have to try to think what else I can do. So here, I make not the best play in the world, and I send out Hollow, which is my Dusclops, my beautiful mascot Pokemon. And, you know, I see that with the Frisk that he has the Life Orb Machamp. And, you know, whenever he switched in, I was thinking in my mind, like, does Machamp get knockoff? And I probably should have definitely assumed that, because why else would he want to switch it in on my Dusclops? So he knocked off my Eviolite, which is unfortunate. I get the Toxic off, which is fortunate, because if I didn't, that'd be really awful. So at this point, I'm like, that was a dumb play. So I might as well just, like, I have to sack it now, really. Dusclops isn't going to be doing too much now that the Evilight's knocked off, and this Machamp's just kind of chilling in here. I don't want to switch anything in my team else in to take a dynamic punch, so that was kind of my reasoning there. So I switch in Darmanitan instead, because I'm like, if anything else is going to be able to kill it, it's Darmanitan. Now my Darmanitan's weird, because I already run a Scarf user on my Hydreigon, so I kind of wanted to mix it up at least a little bit, not have 2 Scarf users on my team. I could have, but I decided to put Life Orb on it instead. So this Excelgor switches in, and I never knew how fast Excelgor was, especially like later on in the battle. It really ends up badly for me. So I go ahead and go for the Flare Blitz on this thing, but it is unfortunately Focus Sashed, which is actually pretty cool, and I die because of the recoil from Life Orb and also the Flare Blitz. So my Darmanitan's dying, my Pokemon are dropping like flies, so I need to make a good play. So this is what I think is the good play. I decided to switch in Hydreigon, because I do have the Scarf, and I think, you know, it's at the range. Obviously, I can U-turn and kill it. But unfortunately, it is much faster than me, even though I'm Choice Scarfed. It is a ridiculously fast Pokemon. I did not know Excelgor was that fast, and I did not know that Machamp had knockoff. So, you know, now I know. Mark that off my list. So I'm able to U-turn out with the Hydreigon, so it's sitting in the back, able to do maybe some work later on in the battle. So didn't work out that well. I'm not playing around some stuff that well because I'm not used to it. So I switch in Missy here, my Melodic. He switches in Tangrowth. My Melodic cannot do nothing. It can't do nothing. It can't do nothing to that Tangrowth. I can't do anything to that Tangrowth only because I have Scald. It's my only attack. It's not going to be doing anything. I have Mirror Coat, and yeah, I definitely wasn't going to keep it on the Tangrowth. So instead I switch in Crobat, so that way I can get a Roost off here. Fortunately, even though he goes for the knockoff again, he infestates me again, I guess you could call it, and I'm lucky enough to go for yet another Roost and not get paralyzed. So I'm back at basically full HP. I am back at full HP actually. Slightly, you know, getting hurt from this infestation, but really, he doesn't really want to stay in that much with his Tangrowth. He doesn't have much of a choice, so goes for the Protect here just to get a little bit more damage off with the infestation, but that is kind of okay because I get Parahaxed here anyway, so I'm just kind of sitting there like getting shocked and stuff, so I might as well just chill out this turn. So he goes for a knockoff, which is a critical hit, but it's not doing, obviously, as much damage because I don't have an item anymore. So I just keep going for Brave Birds. That is my idea, and I'm able to knock out the Tangrowth with that last Brave Bird. It was a crit. Not 100% sure if it mattered. I think maybe it did, but crits definitely happen. 1 in 16. What are you gonna do? So last but absolutely not least, he sends in a Big Rock, which uses Rock Polish. This is his Golurk. Not used to seeing that as well, but then again, I'm not used to UU in general. So I go ahead and go for a Roost because, you know, I kind of want to see if I'm able to do anything at all to this Big Rock here. But he just goes for the Stone Edge, which is a very good play, and just knocks out the Crobat. I was just going to go for a Brave Bird, honestly, which wouldn't have done that much damage. Only keeping it in for safe switches for other things on my team. So I go for the Dark Pulse here with my Hydreigon that lived with 4 HP from that Excelgor, so that was very helpful. But yet again, he risks it all and goes for the Stone Edge, so I'm honestly surprised I didn't go for something else because, as you'll see right here, I switch in my last Pokemon, which is Melodic, and I'm really surprised that he didn't go for the Dynamic Punch, to be perfectly honest. So, yeah, so I go ahead and take this Dynamic Punch right to the face. I get confused, which is alright, because I'm about to hit through it. You can do it, Melodic, you can do it, and I do hit through it. I go ahead and Scald this Golurk here, and I'm able to kill it, and that was actually the end of the battle. That Big Rock is now a little Pebble Rocks, I guess. Very good game though, Tapayu. Awesome game. I had a whole lot of fun. Props to exclamation point Aki. Really interesting name. Let me know why you named yourself that down below in the comments, Tapayu. So anyway, the very cool battle. I'm learning a little bit more each and every time I battle, which is very awesome. I'm trying to structure my team a little bit differently, so again, make sure you leave me comments, tell me what I could do differently, tell me what I should look out for in the UU tier because I'm not that used to it. But yeah, so that was a great battle yet again. Make sure you stop by our stream next time so you have a chance to battle just like this. But that's about it, everybody. Stay tuned for the next UU battle that I have on this playlist. So that's about it yet again. I think that's the last time I'm going to say that's it. And that's about all. That's it. Yep, that's it. Alright, see ya. Bye. This is Admin Shade signing off for Rocket HQ.